Alright, y'all, it's a Tuesday. We got our first order at Vita Shop. So this is our first order. And we getting a cup and some... How you doing today, man? Looking for a couple of DoorDash items. This and that cup.
Mask scanner, sweet. No, let's get back here.
It's the Vita Shop. We got all types of stuff in here. I'm bored.
Was it
The one for 79.
was it cupcake? Yeah, that would be that one.
Okay.
And then shaker.
Skip on this. This is a huge job.
Yeah, show me the shaker cup again. Blender bottle, classic V2, pebble gray. White.
We'll see what it do. Just get out of one. Yeah.
That's it?
Calling that white now.
Wrong item scan.
Yeah, the color. Let me see if they got a second option here.
Let's see on that one. I don't think it would be anywhere else. That's gonna be the only one.
Okay, let me see if they may pick sometime. They didn't switch the app so much. They usually just pick a different kind.
Let's see any. That one's waiting.
Yeah, particularly.
What is this? Here's a pebble gray. Maybe this is.
Yeah,
That's a smaller one.
Yep, that worked.
Right.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Let me try it. Okay.
All right. Yeah, they changed this app so much. Usually they just gave people the option to pick another one if one wasn't available, but they keep changing stuff on it. All right, y'all. So you found those two items. Not too bad of a struggle.
$92.88.
Okay. All right, thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, y'all. So we got that one knocked out. Now we gotta go, I think, to I don't know. I gotta look at the app. There's two stops. There's two stops, two pickups for I think almost 18 bucks. Like I said, we've been waiting around for a while, a long while, and this is our first trip since I talked to y'all. The sun that went down and everything. So let me get y'all set up on here and we're gonna take off. Y'all, so like I said, we got that one in. We're gonna get rolling to the next stop. I'll take a picture of this receipt, wherever it is. This was the vitamin store, so this is a new place that we haven't been yet. These weren't excellent tippers, but our next stop gonna be Jersey Mike's. Yeah, these weren't excellent tippers, but because we've been waiting for over an hour, I think. I wanted to take a trip so we can do something in this second hour. We've been here since about 4. A little after 4, I think 4 something. But on 4 o'clock, yeah, and this is our first trip, so we ain't been getting no good trips today, but we gonna head over here to Jersey Mike's, try to grab this item, whatever it might be, and then we'll get back to going to drop them off. The total drop-off distance, I want to say, is about, I don't even remember. It wasn't great. It was barely half and half. It might have been like $17, $18. It might have been 11 miles or something for this drop-off. So like I said, it wasn't a real great trip, but the first hour, all of the trips were terrible. They had a couple that popped in for like Myers and different places, but the trips were really bad, like 43 items for $20 plus with an additional stop. So we weren't going to be doing no trips like that. So we just waited around until we got something decent. So this is our first one of the day. We're gonna find out where it's gonna take us first after we get it picked up. We back out here in Boardman. Sun going down now. We headed to Jersey Mike's. So hopefully this order is ready and we can get in and out quick. Less wait time, the better for us. Jersey Mike's is right up here next to Cafe India and Domino's and little smoothie place. Everything in this plaza is called Presidential Plaza. But we're gonna go in here and, like I said, hopefully this one from Jersey Mike's is all done and we don't have a lot of waiting around to do. Usually we can get a good parking space right in front, but this one won't be too bad. It's near Domino's and a little frozen custard shop. Alright, so let me get y'all out of here and we're gonna go to Jersey Mike's. Alright y'all, we out the car. We're gonna do our pickup at Jersey Mike's. I think this might be the first time we picked up from Jersey Mike's too. I don't know. One of the other videos we might have been in here picking up, but it's only one order. How you doing? A little busy in here today. It's kind of small. It's okay.
Who's Tony and what else?
You got a cake? Pick it up.
Are you sure it's from here? That's for next door, Cafe India.
You got a cake B?
This one's for here, though.
Cake B. All right, thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.
You also pick up, yeah, Jack.
Get a picture of this. We got our picture. Now we're headed to the drop-off. The first drop-off is going to be Raccoon Road. That's 21 minutes away. Thank you. That's 21 minutes away. Like I say, this ain't a great trip. The first half of it is 9 miles, dang near, for the first drop off. So the second drop off should be close in that area. We'll see once we get over there. But yeah, this wasn't a stellar trip. So let me get y'all up on the dashboard and we're gonna head to our first drop off on Raccoon Road. All right, y'all, so we got that. We in the car. We're gonna head to this drop off. Like I said, the first drop off is 21 minutes away on Raccoon Road. That is really a terrible start to the day, just because of the amount of time that we putting in to get to the first trip. The second trip, like I said, hopefully the second drop off, hopefully it's in the same area and it don't take us out of our zone too far, even though Raccoon Road is already taking us pretty far out of our zone. Looks like they're actually trying to take us across the highway, but we're not gonna do that. Not to go to Raccoon Road. We better off going up the hill through traffic. So we're gonna go the way we know best to go, because that 22 minutes seemed weird to me anyway. And I feel like coming this direction would be a little quicker, especially going to Raccoon Road. Let's say traffic is a little heavy, ain't crazy. But we're gonna get on up to 24. This way is saved a little time, but not much. It's still 20 minutes to the drop off, 8.5 miles. But I feel like this is better than going all the way around the highway to get to Raccoon Road. Like I said, hopefully we get better trips through the night. This one wasn't a great one to start with. I don't know if y'all been listening to the news. I've been seeing stuff popping up on my phone all day about the freeze on Medicare and Medicaid and other federal programs. I know it's a lot of people affected by that, but I'm seeing something else now saying that a federal judge has temporarily blocked freeze on federal spending. So, you know, y'all can do some research, see if that's true. I know a lot of people was panicking earlier when I first heard about it. A lot of people was nervous about that. But like I said, judge temporarily halted it, so it'll be another thing that's going to be litigated in court for a while. And all this right during tax season, so we'll see how everything play out. Just keep working hard. Oh, these potholes. There's no I should have dodged a big car coming down the other side. I didn't want to be swerving in lanes. try to keep this camera level for y'all. Working on it. I got some foam that I need to put underneath it to keep it balanced. So yeah, this is quite a long trip. We got one from the vitamin store, so that was a new place we went today. And then the other was from Jersey Mike's. I think that's our first time being at Jersey Mike's, like I was saying when we was there, but I ain't 100% sure. We might have went in there in one other video. I don't take a lot of Jersey Mike's trips either, or Five Guys. I don't take a lot of trips from there. Some places, they just don't combine them well. They don't combine them well, making it a beneficial trip most of the time. So we just tend not to take those kind of trips. It's crazy if y'all ever notice how the camera records these LED lights and stuff on the back of these cars and on the front of these cars. I'm sitting here watching it do different flash patterns on the camera, but when I'm looking at it directly, it's not, you can't see that type of flash pattern. It's weird. They always tell everybody not to block this intersection here, but constantly they do. I don't know if people just can't read well. I know y'all see that sign that said huge as day. Right there. Do not block intersection. But people still seem to not understand that. They got little pet peeves for stuff like that. You know, because if it was an emergency and the ambulance had to get down there, there'd be no way for them to get down there with everybody blocking the intersection. I've been driving a lot of years, so I notice a lot of bull crap on the road. But stuff like that, it's weird to me that people continue to do it. Started today about 4 o'clock. So our first hour we didn't do nothing. We make no money. This second hour we started off with 17, almost 18 bucks. It's gonna take us out of our zone. So maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get another order that's going towards it. You see how them lights blinking on the back of that car? It's crazy how the camera pick up those subtleties that your eyes don't pick up. But yeah, this is the first trip of the day. It's gonna take us out of our zone. So if we get lucky, we get a trip outside of our zone. If not, then it'll be a fail for the first 2 hours. We did not make 20 an hour either hour so far. Like I say, the first hour we was out. When we got to our staging area, we pretty much sat around for an hour waiting for a trip. Like I say, DoorDash, what they'll do sometime, if you don't accept a lot of trips, they'll idle your trips. By that I mean, even though you didn't pause the app, it'll pause the number of trips or trips at all that are sent to you, and then they'll just send you like a couple random trips every so often to see if you're gonna take them or not. But it definitely, if you don't accept enough trips, they pause your trips for a minute and make you wait. even though you're supposed to be a private contractor, and you're supposed to be able to choose which trips you want and don't want. If you don't take enough of their trips, they'll penalize you for it. So that's one of those things you'll learn as you do DoorDash more. They got some, little slick ways of trying to force you into taking trips. So yeah, get used to the little quirks of this business if you decide to do it. Like I said, we're going through Canfield again. We're going to go up the hill, and then we'll be making a right on Raccoon Road. I was telling y'all the other day when we were coming off of Lockwood, I think, and we turned on the Shields. I think Shields turns to Indianola Road over on the Boardman side, but it's Shields Road going towards Canfield in the west side. So this street 224 runs parallel to Shields. It's a few blocks in, but it's parallel. So, like I say, this is one of the ways that you can take that street, and at the same time you can avoid this major intersection. If you don't like driving in multiple lane traffic, then you can take that other direction. But like I said, we headed towards Canfield now, and then we're gonna turn on Raccoon Road and see where it takes us. Look like both trips might be Austintown. I ain't 100% sure. Yeah, we don't take Lockwood. Take Lockwood and then curve around probably to Meridian. They say this will save us a little bit of time. So it must be not all the way up in Austintown. Might be on the upper west side. This first drop off. We still got about 10 minutes left on it. So like I say, this is Tippecanoe, but Tippecanoe turns into Meridian Road once you get on the west side of Youngstown. So this is one of those roads that that takes the name change as you get to where you're going. Coming down this street, you want to be pretty careful too, because in the evening especially, the sheriffs will sit over here and they will ticket you if you're going faster than 35. This road is really 35 miles an hour, but people tend to speed down here because, like I say, it's one of those cross streets that take you from Boardman, Canfield area over to the west side. So it gets heavy traffic, and police know people speed through here, so they be looking out for it. So be careful coming down this road, especially in the evening, because it's hard to see the sheriff when he's sitting there. So better off not getting a ticket. Like I always say, don't get our money back. We're out here to make it. Alright, yeah, we almost over here to the west side. And like I say, this will be turning into Meridian Road again. There's a lot of these funny looking cyber trucks around now. So everybody want a future looking car. And so we almost back to or almost over to Meridian Road. And then we're gonna be turning up to look like maybe Kirk Road, like we were the other day. I think it was one of the we end up going up Kirk Road a lot, so we get a lot of orders. And when they take you to Austin town, that's typically not typically, but it's often that it takes Kirk Road. I don't know if people in that area just order more, or it's just an easier route for the GPS to take. But we skipped going over Raccoon. We was gonna go over Raccoon Road, but it probably would have took us out of the way just to bring us back. So we're on the west side now. This is Meridian Road on this side. They got a Rite Aid over here that closed down too. They closed down Rite Aids everywhere. Walgreens and CVS taking over. You don't see as many CVS anymore either. Mostly Walgreens. Once we get through this light, we have another 5 minutes for the first drop off, and then we gotta do the second drop off. So, like I said, this was quite a ways to go to drop these off. But like I said, this was our first order of the day, and we wanted to start making some kind of money today. And this is gonna take us from our 5 o'clock hour into our 6 o'clock hour. So it's not likely that we're gonna get another trip before the 6 o'clock hour, unless we get lucky leaving from over here. So it's looking like a fail for the first 2 hours, 0 the first hour when we got to the staging area, and 17, almost 18 for the second hour. So less than $20 an hour for the first 2 hours. Like I said, we've been out before on Tuesdays, and Tuesdays is kind of rough unless the weather real bad or something. It don't get real busy on Tuesdays, so we end up taking them, whatever we can get. Not whatever we can get, but the best orders we can get on those days. We still try to keep it half or better. Like I said, this one was a long trip because it was all on the road, so it always makes it bad when you gotta go that far and there's no highway driving involved. wiggle back around, and it's a kind of a curvy road when you leaving Canfield headed towards the west side in Austintown. So we're only about 3 minutes out now, a little over a mile away. And then we'll do the second half of the drop off. And like I said, hopefully we get something leaving the west side that'll be beneficial. Make it $20 an hour if we get lucky. Whatever it is, at this point, like I said, you only got about 15, 16 minutes left in the hour, so you'll have to probably, like I said, at the end of the night, you always do your breakdown of the time you put in, the time you started, and your daily average. But even if we did get another one leaving this side of town, our average would be, or our trip, the next trip would go to average into the next hour. It won't go into this hour because it's so close. I can't see picking up a trip and dropping it off within 5 minutes of us picking this one up, just because it isn't a ton of restaurants or anything that's really, really close to here. And this is the apartments. So drop-off was supposed to be on Raccoon Road, so the GPS was off for some reason to tell us to turn over here. We gotta go, yeah, we gotta go up a ways. I should have thought of that when I was just saying that. That's weird that it would even bring us that far up. So we gotta go down Raccoon Road. I don't know what the GPS was doing. Like I said, yeah, this is cutting into that hour, so it definitely ain't looking like it's gonna be. It definitely don't look like it's going to be $20 an hour for this hour either. But let us get this dropped off quick as we can, and because we still got an additional, that's the thing, we still got an additional drop off. So it wasn't like it was just one order. It was 2 orders, so we still have a few more minutes to drop the other one off, even if it's real close. It's still gonna take it to that 6 o'clock hour. So this is just one of those trips. We end up getting it after 5, so it might have been, I don't know what time it was exactly. It was at least 5:15, so this was 45 minutes ish to sometimes we get a trip from, so hopefully we will. But it's a Tuesday, so like I said, everything's a lot less busy on Tuesday. So it's rare that you get another trip like that. And this one is coming up. Get this one delivered, and I'll be right back. Next one is only 4 minutes away, so that's cool. But like I said, still gonna be running us up against that hour. And unless we get one, like I say, going back the other way, there's gonna be a fail, and then the time that we gonna kill driving back to our zone, we gonna lose that too. So like I say, this was only 4 minutes away though, but hopefully we get something over here. A lot of people like these apartments over here on the west side. They kind of sketchy, but I don't know if they fairly priced, and that's why so many people move over here, or people trying to get away from the city end up moving over here, and then all the same people who were living in the city end up being your neighbors out here. So I don't know how beneficial or wise of a choice people were making, but that's the goal, I guess. And like I say, this Sam's Wedge Inn that sit on the corner there. It's a little restaurant that sometime, not when there, sometime we get trips leaving the west side from there. And it's another place up the street, barbecue place that we sometimes get trips from. So hopefully we get a trip from one of those on the way back down. Like I said, we outside of our zone, so it's gonna take us a few minutes to get back over there, and any wasted time is gonna cost us. So about 2 minutes out from this one. Over a mile. I'm gonna try to get this one knocked off, and like I say, get back down and hopefully get something good headed to back into our zone. I guess this one part of the west side will be considered Austin town. Or it looks like it's going to take us over and across 46. So we're going to be going a little further into Austin town. That's why I say for the distance, they both could have tipped better. The fact that I had to do the shopping sure DoorDash paid more to do the shopping part of the order. And like I said, what I'm looking at now, time-wise, we put in a minimum of about 40 minutes, and I was just from the pickup to the first pickup to this drop-off. So this is like a 45-minute run for $17. So that really wasn't a good run, especially that it took us so far out of our zone. So we're gonna be careful, like I say, not to be taking too many like that. Let's say we did that one because we didn't get anything in the first hour. So we wanted to make the second hour at least count for something. But it's taking us out of our zone. So we gonna try to get this one delivered. It looked like it's gonna take me back. I had a U-turn it because it looked like once we got to the corner, the GPS said go back into this complex. So we're gonna go in here and deliver this. Like I said, the GPS be acting weird today. I don't know what's going on, but it's behaving weirdly. And we gotta see the address. This looks like it's gonna be the corner house. So get in here, get this dropped off. Oh, there's some squealer fans too. Squealer fans. Oh no. Alright, we're gonna get this dropped off. This Jersey Mike. Then try to get back in our zone and get something good. So, yeah, neither one of them were really good tippers. The vitamin store people only tipped. That's not a good trip because we're not going to take that. The vitamin store people only tipped $3, which would be crazy because there's no way I would come back this far for $3. And the other people, Jersey Mike's tip $8.50. So we got a trip that popped in, but we ain't gonna take this one either. So we gonna head back, and if I get another good trip, I'll take y'all on a ride with me. Until then, I'll see y'all in a few, y'all. Get back to our zone. I'm gonna say that was 45 minutes of our time.